Hey everybody, welcome back to James Plays Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Last time we only did 3 goals in London, so I'm going to see if I can do the rest of them in a single episode. Starting with Rodney Mullen, who's having a little fun.
You can rack up a lot of points doing flat ground tricks. Just lock into a manual, then go into combos without actually alling into them.
He's teaching us how to manual. We're this far into the game. I don't even think you could get to this point without knowing how to manual. Maybe with a lot of struggling, but...
Oh, you got it.
There we go. It's a basic tutorial mission, really, this far into the game. But we're going to follow that up with a couple more flatland-based missions, starting with Rodney Mullen again.
Hey, remember those flat ground tricks from before? Okay, here's a new one. Lock into a manual and nail the tricks as they show up.
This is doing the tricks that are called out, but this time it's all manual combos. They appear pretty slowly, so I don't think it makes too much sense to try to keep a combo going while waiting for the next one to come up. You're just taking too many chances of losing your balance and screwing up. And this is pretty tight on time. I usually finish it with about 5 seconds left, so if you bail once, you're probably screwed. If you bail while trying to maintain like a really, an extended combo to get multiple tricks in,
Hey, that was super good.
probably even more screwed.
Whoa! There's not a lot of stuff to trick off down here. This comp is really gonna test your flatland skills. Let's see you medal in this competition.
And finishing off our Flatland trilogy is a competition that's focused pretty much only on doing Flatland. I took a gamble and I lost. Pretty good. We need a little bit more, I think, to secure our... Yeah, especially with all the bailing that I'm doing. The special tricks, they're good for getting a fair amount of points. And then you just gotta do a little bit of multipliers by doing a jump and a flip. Back into a manual, you get, I think, 2 extra multipliers each time. That would have been just a perfect score if I hadn't been bailing. This is my my technique, is get some big points out of the way by doing the special tricks, and then build up your multiplier. And not that last part though. That's not part of the plan. $70,000 plus a whole bunch more. There we go. That should actually do. Yep. I want to do a mission over this way. Got a little protest going on, and we're going to talk to Elephant Lover.
free stomping the elephant. But these damn zookeepers will find a way to recapture her. Destroy whatever they put out to trap her.
So they let this elephant loose, and it runs along the roads, and these nets are set up, and you have to take the nets down before the elephant gets to those spots. And the way to do that is to grind up the rope and grind across the netting, and it'll destroy one side of the netting. So you have to do it on both sides. There's the elephant. This is probably the hardest part, especially the way that I do it, is I try to go down one way and then up the other way. The elephant is right there. Once you do that, the rest isn't too bad, because you have a little bit more leeway in how close the elephant actually is. Doesn't mean you want to screw up a lot, just means the time isn't as tight.
Now she's free to roam the plains of Africa once again. Animals are beautiful when they're not viewed from behind bars.
Yeah, just a reminder, the next level that we're going to is a zoo. So, am I right near somebody? Yes, I'm right near two people.
Blimey! A pro score, but quite difficult.
Let's see if I can do it.
Blimey!
Beautiful.
You made that look easy. Over here, mate.
And across the street we have the Ginger Man, who doesn't actually appear to be ginger.
Why don't you try and get those ladders up there?
So this is actually probably one of the more difficult escape missions in the game. You have the S right above your head here, and the way to go about it is to grind like this, go around, and like I just screwed up there. So my problem is my stats. I've got too much speed and jump, air, so this is actually really difficult for me to land. I can lower my stats, and if you're playing at home, that's what you might want to do as well. That K brought me up here, and here's the T in front of my face. So we're going out of order. Didn't have the speed there. Let's try that again. There's the E. Line myself up. And still nothing. Okay, let's try it this way. There we go. I took a chance. That's not how I go for the E, but I just wanted to see if I could get it. Here's the A. Go a little bit out of order, get that T first, and then the A, just because that's how it's lined up.
Right, good job, mate.
There we go. The hardest part is setting yourself up to get that S. But like I said, if you just have slightly lower stats, then you should be fine. Or just keep brute forcing it like I like to do.
Race these coppers around London. You'll need to dodge or jump the barriers. Don't run into any walls or bales of hay. 2 laps ought to show them.
This mission sucks. You're losing again, and you're racing against these police officers. And if you get too close, they will knock you on your ass and you will fail the mission. But you do gain speed the longer you're able to go without screwing up. And you slow down when you hit a barrier. the second lap, they put a few more of these barriers in your way. Go away. Go away. Go away, go away. Alright, I just barely did that.
Boss. They should have more respect for us skaters now.
I actually did really bad despite winning, because ideally you should be able to get out ahead of them early on so that you're not going like neck and neck with them. And as long as you keep your speed up, don't make too many mistakes, then they're not a concern. Even if you do start hitting barriers later on, you're so far ahead that it gives you a little breathing room there to mess up. Now we got this up on our screen. I've unlocked the Pro Challenges. And the way that works is I'm playing as a created skater, so there's a specific challenge for each skater. And our specific challenge awaits in the shipyard. And once we complete that, we will unlock pro goals for all of the levels, including the ones we've already done. We're not doing that yet. We are going to complete missions that aren't as bad first,
Hey man,
because
see
those can be
double-decker
really
buses moving
freaking
around
hard.
London? Let's tag them with the boards and cans, kid. See if you can wall ride 5 different buses. I don't think so.
There are 5 buses total, so we have to tag each one. And the way to do that is just wall ride them. And there's this other bus I'm going to try and chase down. And then here's the third bus following behind that. And we do those just in time to see the last 2 buses coming up the bridge.
Aye.
Otherwise, you're just going to be running around like an idiot trying to chase all the buses down and losing track of which ones you've already done. When you do tag a bus, there's a big spray on one side of it. But, you know, in the heat of the moment, keeping track of something like that is difficult. Another thing to note, which I'm not going to be able to do here during a non-mission, is you saw I was getting the bloody tourist gap for wall riding on them, and now I'm getting riding the bus. If you tag a bus that's already tagged, you get another unique gap called already got this bus.
Come over here, you! You don't have it in you to get this kind of score in one combo. Or do you?
I think I might just have it in me. $50,000. That should be.
That was
Yay!
bang
I did
on.
my math right.
I didn't think you had it in you. Good work.
Worst comes to worst, I would just go find a half pipe to mess around in. You see, we're almost done with our stats. We will finish that up in the zoo. So I think I've only got, maybe 2 more stats in this level. And before I go too far, yep, right here.
Us locals love to do mad combos here. The tricks will appear 2 at a time.
We already
Make sure you
did
nail
a
them both before
do
you
the
land.
tricks they call out mission. And there's another one. And you just have to do 2 at a time. You can do them like, here's the impossible, revert, tail grab. As long as they're in a combo. And like the Flatland mission we just did, they appear really slow. So trying to maintain a long combo, it's not actually all that helpful. Just do them, get them out of the way, and wait for the next one to come up. Oh, I fell out of the... And you also don't have to do them in the order they appear.
Maybe those combos were too easy for you. Good work.
In previous missions, I was doing multiples in a single combo because you had to do them like over a gap, and you were able to get more of them fit in by putting them into a combo instead of going for one trick at a time. But for these couple, it's just not a good idea to do it that way. We have Jeff Rowley and we have another Chad Muska. We're gonna do the Chad Muska one first because this will keep us down here.
Yeah, let's light it up. Get special first, then bust a Ghetto Tag grind on the South Bank light line. Grind the lights all the way from end to end. That's how we do it.
This is a pretty long grind, and you're going to end up adding a couple of moves into it, so it's not just going to be one grind all the way around. You're going to set yourself up, you're going to jump a gap into a grind, and that builds your combo up. And the more tricks you put into a combo, the harder it is to maintain balance. So this is actually kind of difficult. And I totally missed that. There we go. Now, I may or may not do this. We'll find out soon. Oh, it's that last turn that always gets me. Hey, that's the wrong way. I don't know if you need to do the Ghetto Tag this whole way around. There we go. But that's how I do it. You might just be able to get away with starting with that Ghetto Tag and doing something else later on. Like with those do the tricks they call out missions, as long as it's in the combo it counts. I'm actually not sure. I don't want to chance it because it's just so hard for me to do it by itself that trying to overthink it probably not the best idea for me.
Bloody coppers don't us bleeding skating anywhere. Haven't they got nothing better to do, you know what I mean? Grab each of their bleeding hats by doing a grab trick over them, that'll sort them out.
With all of the UK accents that we've been hearing in very cartoonish styles, hearing somebody with an actual UK accent, it just sounds bad by comparison, even though that's the right way. So just do a little grab trick over the cops' heads to knock their hats off. Simple grab that you're able to land again on straight flat land like this. Because if you bail, it doesn't count. Oh, a little too off on that one. You also hear a swiping sound. If you get too close to cops, they will knock you on your ass. Regardless of if they have a hat on or not. And that's just a really creepy model. Little conehead looking motherfucker. Now, let me see. Yep, one last goal. And that would be the other Jeff Rowley. Just have to get to him.
Ah, it's the bloody cops. Let's have some fun with these bleeding wankers. Skitch their bike all the way around the city.
This is another
They'll whack you, so you'll
one
need to
that
switch from side to
sucks.
side.
You skitch and they will try to knock you off, and you just gotta switch to the other side. But I have a little bit of a trick that makes it easier, and I'll show you apparently nothing, because for some reason I detached. Okay. So he'll try to swipe and you go to this side, he'll try to swipe, you go to the other side, and you just switch back and forth. can lose your balance pretty quick that way. So what I like to do is I immediately go back. I go real fast. And then you're only contending with one of the cops instead of both of them. And I did it too fast there. I find that this helps you maintain your balance a lot easier than hanging out on one side and swapping over and hanging out on the other side.
Lovely.
Doing it real fast, it's like it doesn't have a chance to register the change. And that's that. We are done in a surprisingly sunny version of London. The clouds are a little dark, but that is one blue sky. And next time, we will be going to the zoo. What's your favorite animal? I like red pandas.